Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces February 5, 2023. While the moon encourages you to take a break, a Sun-Uranus square can too easily find you rushing or feeling rushed. You can feel tense if you haven't recognized a need to make changes in your practical affairs or social life. Still, this energy can be a vital awakening to new ideas and possibilities for improving your methods, income, and relationships. People around you can be emotionally excitable, and schedules may not be honored, which can be distracting. Prioritize your tasks early in the day for best results. Buckle up for highly volatile energy crackling through the heavens. This is because the mighty Sun, our greatest luminary, will experience a sharp clash with electric Uranus. The Sun is currently housed in your solar house of friendships and online dating and is charging into war with our Great Awakener spinning in your solar house of finances. This will likely bring a sudden expense to you and your partner, especially if you have lent money to an acquaintance or pal. You could also get into a fight with your one and only around money management as you pursue an important goal. What will you do? You may feel strained by the weight of choosing security versus freedom in your professional path when the Sun in Aquarius squares Uranus in Taurus. The solar energy encourages you to focus on networking, innovation, and professional aspirations. However, Uranus is shaking up your security and values, which implies that you may feel somewhat radical about what you want to prioritize. The square will likely be tense, but it can push you to find the sweet spot with stability and take a calculated risk so that you can pursue your goals without feeling uncertain. While the aspects that have been kind on both sides of the financial fence this week are separating, this is not only helping to grow a new sense of confidence but an understanding of the important balance between money coming in and money going out. While the main resources and growth are on the income side of the financial fence, that is of no use if you don't manage what you have with respect. You are better able to do both than this time last week. There is conflict between your internal and external power sources while today's planetary transit lasts. Pay attention to conflict and try to use it to your benefit. With your nature, this can be a challenge. When faced with a conflict, ask yourself what is your desired result. A little bit of forethought can mean the difference between a breakthrough and a breakdown. To calm your nerves during these moments of conflict, drink chamomile tea, and don't forget your exercise. With the vibration of this day surrounding you, will find that it is easier to initiate conversations with people around you. In both your business and personal relationships, you will experience a renewal of open communication. Through this new avenue of expression, you will find opportunities to gain advancement. Clever and original ideas will be generated. Be careful that you do not spend all your time communicating your ideas without acting on them as well. Just in time for the weekend, the moon not only returns for its second visit to a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart for the year, but to begin the lead up to the only full moon here this year. This is something that will continue to build over the weekend, and with the money and professional gods asking that you hold back ahead of some exciting developments on the income, work and career fronts early next week, the timing couldn't be better. The moon returns with a reminder that life can't be all work and no play. It is just before the moon not only returns to your romantic sector but begins the lead up to the most romantically charged full moon of 2023, that a clash with Mercury and Pluto will bring some timely work and life balance reminders. These are the fleeting and familiar reminders that you get every 4 weeks, but the timing couldn't be better. Our eyes in the sky. The Sun in Aquarius squares off with Uranus in Taurus today. At this time, we are showing off our sentiments and uniqueness for the world to see. Today, we might want to take a walk on the wild side and let other people take notice of the parts of ourselves that we usually hide. You can now be totally open and carefree in how you represent yourself as you throw caution to the wind and live your life. Everything is not going as well as you hoped, and as a result, the pressures and anxieties of life take their toll. This is mainly due to you trying considerably harder to counter your run of bad luck by being overly efficient. If you find this is the case, relax, accept sometimes what you're trying to achieve isn't possible and allow yourself a special treat instead. When trying to resolve outstanding issues, you must avoid reacting impulsively and be prepared to encounter some difficulties. Don't be disappointed at this apparent block to your progress, but take full responsibility for any mistakes that result, otherwise, you create difficulties for everyone involved. If you wish to invest your savings in something new, now is the time to do it. People are being open and honest with you, so you can probably even trust your bank advisor. He will handle your cash carefully, not merely thinking of his own gain. If you're considering investing in something more tangible, don't hesitate to ask others for advice. If you decide against it, you will suffer no adverse consequences. In good shape, your mind and body are in perfect accord and you feel totally invigorated. You're able to take advantage of this feeling to stay on top of your fitness regime. You appreciate how quickly your athleticism is improved and you're much more aware of your strengths and how effective your stamina is. In the morning, the Cancer moon opposes Mercury in Capricorn, hindering us from thinking clearly. We draw subjective conclusions based on feelings and memories of lived experiences. But then, the logical part of our brain chimes in, picking apart our own argument and rationalizing how we should be behaving. It can feel as though we're in a battle with our own minds, making it impossible for us to find equilibrium. Try to relax. Remember that life events don't have to be compartmentalized. Your response doesn't have to be either or, one way or the other. Could there be a way to get these two seemingly contradictory attitudes to meet in the middle? Be sure to avoid making any big purchases or making a financial commitment unless they are absolutely necessary. If you have to, then try to deal with them in a clear-headed and considered way that cannot backfire. You just can't find the right way to get the best out of your transactions. No matter what you do, your investments tend to make losses. Positive results can't be forced through, of course, so don't try to have your own way. It would be wrong to buy stuff to comfort yourself. You might end up with empty pockets. Afternoon, the moon trines Neptune in Pisces, a harmonious influence. It appears that our sensitive side has tipped the scales, providing us with an extra dose of self-compassion. Embrace it. Life doesn't have to be so stoic and serious. There is hidden beauty all around us that we can tap into. Permitting our intuition to take the reins places us in touch with greater creative, imaginative, and spiritual potency. We recognize that problems do not have to be dissected. Mining them for signs can evince meaningful medicine.